2 or 3 months ago, I learned a whole lot more about the Perry Preschool Project. I had heard a little bit about it here and there, and then I heard a couple of stories about it, so I went and did some research on it. Eye-opener. Big, fascinating thing. And what it was NPR's Planet Money team did a story on it, and they were using, an economist was tasked by the government to study why job training programs for teenagers and early 20-year-olds was not as effective as they thought it would be. And he went back and was doing all this research, and he found out, using Perry preschool data, that these soft skills that kids learn, especially economically disadvantaged kids in preschool, have a huge role in what they do later on in their lives. That if you don't get these soft skills as a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, when you get to be a teenager, it's awfully hard to learn it. And so that was one of his big reasons that he thought, which is why these job training programs weren't very effective. So I think, is universal pre-K the answer? It might be. I think there's some things to look at out there. I know we've got the Bright Beginnings and the Smart Start. I think there are some overlaps in that. I don't know if we want to say, okay, we're not going to do the federal program, we're going to do it ourselves, or we're going to rely on the federal program. There's a lot of different things trying to get at that same answer with the current preschool programs that are out there. And I don't know which way is going to be our best way. I think it's worth experimenting, because I definitely think if you can get those preschool skills into students before they get to kindergarten, we are setting not only those students up, but our society up for much better times 12 years down the road.
Bright Beginnings deals with 4-year-olds. Does CMS have any role in any children younger than that?
I think so. And I remember thinking when they were talking about cutting Bright Beginnings in the last budget stuff, the last budget round, I remember thinking, well, what do I think about this? Do I agree with it? Do I not disagree with it? And part of it, the easy answer is to say, well, that was a one-time thing because we had such a bad economy and our budget was so bad. But I do think that the school system has that kind of a role if they want to get those students up to speed. If we want to provide a good education from K through 12, then we want to make sure those students coming in to kindergarten level are as prepared as they can be. So I do think that ultimately it is a responsibility.